Sup flappers, welcome back to another video. Now, as you can see, the topic today is going to be Electro, and that's why we have both Kaching standing in a lightning storm out in the open of the field with the backdrop of a dragon. I mean, the backdrop of the dragon doesn't really matter, but only this island really has lightning striking constantly, and it's raining, and I think it fits the topic very well. So we're going to be talking about the Electro element. So before we start, I want you guys to pause the video right now and comment below if you think Kaching is going to get struck by lightning throughout this video. Do you think she's going to get hit, or do you think we can make it through the entire video without her getting hit once? Now, Editor-kun, if you are watching this, make sure to show the footage if she does get hit or if she doesn't get hit. So with that said, people, let's play that little game here and comment right now, and you can edit your comment later to see if you were right or wrong. Alright, with that said, I make videos about this every day. Like, subscribe. I have fun talking about this kind of stuff, and I really hope that you guys are having fun watching this stuff as well. And I actually always read your comments. Sometimes I may not respond to all of them, but I do read all your comments. Okay, with that said, let's get into the video and let's talk about Electro. So currently the reality of Electro is we have to accept the fact that likely there will not be a buff coming for Electro. And just by the way Mihoyo kind of shown us bits and pieces of the new character, both Bao and Sarah's kit, it's pretty clear how Mihoyo wants to take them. They want to take them in a direction where they're more facilitative to the team members. Sarah can buff the team's attack, whereas Bao buffs the team's elemental burst damage. There's nothing wrong with that, but looking at it like this, do they really have to be Electro, right? That's my question. Neither of these two units have to be Electro to do the things that they are already designed to do currently. So it really has less to do with the element Electro and more again to do with the characters themselves and their kits. And this is also a running theme with other Electro characters, right? If you look at Kaching, Razor, Fischl, a lot of the times their strengths don't lie in the fact that they are Electro, if that makes sense. Fischl is strong because of her off-field presence with Oz, right? She can summon this monster that stays on the field to help facilitate team with damage and sometimes even deal additional attacks for the team members on the field. It's not because she's Electro. In fact, I mentioned this before in older videos that Electro only acts to hinder the performance of these characters. So when we look at Bao, right, her kit, yes, it's Electro. She will be doing Electro damage, especially in her burst stance. She will be dealing Electro damage with her on hit skill, but it doesn't mean that Electro is fine. Let's say if Bao ends up being stupidly good, right? It's just, wow, game changer. And Mr. M Tash releases a video, says this changes everything. It doesn't matter though, because what makes Bao strong, what makes her kit useful, isn't because she is Electro. It's because she increases the burst skill damage of her team. She gives her team energy particles. She could be Pyro, she could be Cryo, she could be Dendro, she could be Geo. It doesn't matter what her element is. It's the effect of her skill. Now, once we got that settled out of the way, going forward, I do think Mihoyo wants to make Electro reactions better through niche or specific character combinations. So one of the main synergies I want to look at when Bao comes out is how well can she pair with Yoimiya, because currently Yoimiya seems to work really well with Overload. Yes, there are issues when you pair Yoimiya with Overload. I'm not denying that, but it well and it functions fine. It deals good damage to bosses, can deal good damage to mobs, and it's very satisfying to play with, and it flows together with her kit extremely well. So if Bao comes in, and I know a lot of people are saying right now, wow, Bao seems to gonna be really good with Eula, but I'm really more interested in the whole Overload situation with Bao. Sarah, I'm not going to look into that just yet, but really focusing on Bao when she comes out. I'm going to try to get her, test her, and maybe Sarah if I get the chance, because resources are really tight. So Overload is not getting changed, Electro Charge not getting changed, and Superconduct not getting changed. None of these reactions are getting changed, and I think that's the reality we have to live in. However, there are questions that are starting to arise in my mind, right? Then what is Electro going to be used for? Because we haven't really even touched on the Electro Resonance, which also seems slightly out of place, because if the characters themselves are already providing sufficient energy regen, then why do we need more? This is like the same situation with the Hydro Resonance. Although I do think the Hydro Resonance maybe is a little more niche than the Electro Resonance, but both of them suffer from the same problem, and that is they are not adding anything more to the team that other better units or other methods of playing the game already does, right? So when we talk about energy regen, why do we need electro characters to regen for, let's say, a pyro character, right? Let's say my main DPS is Hu Tao. Why do I want to bring an electro character to charge her when I can bring a pyro character? Same if my main DPS is Ayaka. Why do I want to bring an electro character to charge her burst skill when I could bring a cryo character? Not only that, I also get the cryo and pyro resonance, which is all very powerful, along with the geo resonance is great right now. Anemo resonance is debatable, but it's decent. The only resonance that Electro seems to beat out right now is the Hydro Resonance. So why would we, the players right now, forego same element batteries for Electro batteries? And I think this is a question Mihoyo themselves have yet to answer. At least they have yet to provide the community an answer for, right? And I think the current solution, which, to be honest, it's like putting a band-aid on cracked cement. It's really just, wow, this unit has to be extraordinarily good, of such high caliber that it's difficult to argue that you should bring anyone else over this Electro character. But then that goes back to my old point, right? Does this character need to be Electro? So ultimately, here is the question, right? For you, the community, for you, the players, because I personally love my Electro characters. My Keqing was the first character I completely geared out, got to level 90. I even wailed for her Aquila Favonia. I love this character to death. I got her the Jade Cutter as well. And to be honest, it does feel like that as time goes on, these older characters are going to stay in the history books. Look at Amber, right? We even got somebody, a 5-star equivalent, to kind of outshadow her, outperform her in Yoimiya. Now, Keqing being here also serves to me as a constant reminder that Electro exists as an option in the game. Because since patch 1.0, there just hasn't been an Electro character released. We had Fischl, we had Keqing, we had Beidou, we have Lisa, and we had Razor. And now we're finally getting these new Electro characters, but they don't really bring anything new to the Electro category. In fact, they only serve to buff up other categories, right? They only serve to buff up the current main DPS. I mean, sure, you can use Bao with Keqing, but currently Keqing by herself is already completely overstacking on energy regen. Constantly, I would have to wait for my CD before I can even use her burst skill. Not to mention, I've already paired Fischl before with Keqing, I've paired Beidou with Keqing, and they all overcharge their burst skills. It's too excessive, it's too much. We don't need this much energy recharge for Electro characters. So now then the biggest problem arises. 2 Electro characters on the same team is just crazy excessive. They will always have their burst skill up before their CDs are even over, and that is an insanely wasteful way to be playing these characters. I don't know what Mihoyo's solution to this is. Their reactions are bad, their resonance is bad, and all of the Electro characters currently sit in wonky spots with team compositions because most of the time their reactions don't work as well as some of the alternatives. As a community, what do you guys have to say about this? Do you guys think continuing down the line Mihoyo is going is the right way for Electro, or do you think something like Dendro coming in the future will fix Electro? Now, this is the end of the video. Keqing, from where I sit, did not get struck by lightning even once. So if you were wrong, like and subscribe, comment below. If you were right, like and subscribe, comment below. Alright, with that said, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay safe and peace.